Sisters. I'm Abrielle.
I'm Maria.
I'm Claudia.
And I'm Sandy.
And so we're going to be doing NF. We've got into his therapy session album, and this is his title track, Therapy Session. Now, just a warning, it may contain
the content may contain...
Don't say the words.
Unalived.
Unalived or not being nice to yourself topics. So you can read it right there. So just trigger warning for anyone out there. Yes, we want to proceed.
I thought you couldn't read it because your contacts were
No,
in.
you can't say
I
it.
know.
Flag you.
I know. I thought about that. Once you said it, I was like, oh, duh.
Yeah. Viewers discretion advised.
So, long story short, viewer discretion is advised.
Oh, my mother's gonna hit the spot. I already feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got upstate like a month ago. I was talking to fans and one of them pulled me aside and said we never met, but I swear that you know who I am. I've been through a lot. I don't know how to express it to people. Don't think that I can, but I got that mental CD on rotation. That swim for me that you do not understand. It's crazy for me. Kids see me up, say they slitting their wrists on the daily. This music is more than you think. Don't book me for just entertainment. It's entertaining. Hearing these parents, they telling their kids my music is violent. You gotta be kidding me. I guess the your definition of violence in mine is something that we look at differently. How do you picture me? Want me to smile? You want me to laugh? You want me to walk in the stage with a smile on my face when I'm mad? You put on a mask for real though. I mean, what you expect from me? I'm trying to do this respectfully. They say that life is a race. I knew my problems are probably catch up eventually. I do my best to be calm. How you gon' write me and tell me you slaughter my family? That's just a glimpse of the stuff that gets said to me. These are the parts of my life that I'll never see. I am aware it's aggressive. I am not here for acceptance. I don't know what you expected, but what you expect when you walk in a therapy session. This girl at the show looked me in the face and told me a life full of drama. Said her dad is abusive, apparently he likes to beat on her mama. I got so angry inside, I wanted to tell her to give me his number. But what you gon' do with it, right? You gon' hit him up, then he'll start hitting her harder, that's real. These kids, they come to my shows with tears in their eyes. Imagine someone looking at you and saying your music's the reason that they're alive. Sometimes I don't know how to handle it. This type of life isn't glamorous. This ain't an act for the cameras. You see me walk on these stages, but have no idea what I'm dealing with after it. I put it all in the open. This is the way that I cope with all my emotion. I'm taking pictures with thousands of people, but honestly, I feel like nobody knows me. I'm trying to deal with depression. I'm trying to deal with the pressure. How you gon' tell me my music does not have a message when I'm looking out at this crowd full of people I know are affected? I got some things in my life I know I should let them go. Let me jot it down. Let me take a mental note. I'll put it all on this microphone. Think about that for a minute. What is the point of this song I'm just written? But what you expect from a therapy session? What you think about me? That doesn't worry me. I know I handle some things immaturely. I know that I need to grow in maturity. I ain't gonna walk on these stages in front of these people and act like I live my life perfectly. That doesn't work for me. Christian is not the definition of a perfect me. I ain't the type to be quiet. I ain't gonna sit here in silence if I wouldn't say what I say to your face, and I promise you I wouldn't say it in private. I ain't a lame. People go off on my page and I'm trying to quit the replying, but this is ridiculous. I'm passionate, man. I really mean what I'm writing. Yeah, keep it 100. Okay, I'll keep it 100. I see a whole lot of talking on socials, but honestly, I don't see nothing in public. I kinda love it, yeah. Why don't you write us some happy raps? That is what I'm doing. I write about life. I write about things that I'm actually dealing with. Something that I'm actually experiencing. This is real for me. Like, this is something that personally helps me as well. I'm not confused about who gave me the gift. God gave me the gift, and he gave me the ability to do this, and he also gave me this as an outlet. And that's what music is for me. When I feel something, whether it's anger, it's a passion about something, a frustration, like, this is where I go. That's the whole NF Real music thing, man. This is real for me. I need this. This is a therapy for me.
He's better than I am. He blocked out their name. I wouldn't have blocked
Wow.
out their name if you were bold enough to say it. To be bold enough to be put on blast.
But isn't that crazy? Like,
Wow.
I know.
he's
yeah.
trying to, all his issues that he's trying to deal with, but then, you know, the fans, they come and they say all the stuff that they're going through, and that's just a lot
Yeah.
of pressure.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as an artist and as a person in general, like, your music is making a difference. Like, you have, like, these
Yeah.
people are living because of your music. Like, so you have
Like
to
his
keep,
music has an impact. On
but
lives.
it's like, it's not, it's like
A good
nice, but then
impact.
also it's like, oh
More
my
pressure
gosh,
on
like,
him.
this is all on my shoulders, like their lives
It's a
and
double-edged
everything that's
sword.
happening, and like the stories he hears, and then the threats he's getting. It's just, a lot of people, a lot of parents say that his music is too dark because it does talk about those topics, but those topics do need to be talked about. Mental health and all that does need to be talked about because these kids are suffering.
It's also something he's going through. It's from his own
Yeah.
perspective, so he can actually like relate to people in like a different way that other people who aren't going through it could never understand.
Yeah.
Like, these kids are hurting. They're like doing all this stuff. They're not being nice to their bodies. They're, you know, intentionally hurting themselves. They're having these thoughts of not being alive anymore. It's a serious problem, I think, even today.
Yeah.
And I
For
think
sure.
like people like NF, it's just so
What's on the
important.
rise right now? I feel like with especially in our job, we've also seen the statistics are getting really high, even for really young children, like really like elementary level, like young. So with that numbers getting higher, there's obviously like a problem that if people don't talk about and keep like trying to put under the rug, it's going to still continue to be a problem, and it's still going to continue to get higher.
Yeah.
And so that's a great way to look is as somebody who isn't condoning it, but also saying it's a problem. People should like have outlets for themselves. That's what he's doing himself, and that's why I really like how he put it in the song too, because it's stuff that he is going through, and people aren't like letting him try to express like himself in his music.
Yeah, and I can only imagine like having these people, these fans who look up to you, like
Yeah.
tell them the story and being like, you know, my dad's abusive, all this stuff, and there's really not much you can do.
Yeah.
You really can't help them in real life, because if you do, it's gonna make it worse. I mean,
Right.
you can report it, but like,
It does make it work. And some people like it's just hard because they don't leave, and the parents, and it's not like their fault.
Yeah.
But I think you're not helping like hand in hand, but he is, because he's giving them an escape. And when you're listening to music like this and listening to people who are going through it or are still living and like finding different ways to cope with it, you have an escape to that, because you're seeing that they're able to do that too. So I feel like that's what his music
I don't know,
does a
Sandy,
lot.
it seemed like it impacted you. What are your thoughts?
Well, I have people in my family with mental illness, and believe it or not, you know, I'm in my 50s, but there are adults with mental
Yeah.
illness that it doesn't, like, if he was around maybe when I was younger, because there's adults now, like especially men, who are unaliving themselves, that you would never think would unalive themselves.
Yeah.
You know, because you know, you think you get through your teens and you get through, but no, then there's that second part of your life where things come crashing down too. So it hits hard. I mean, that's just
All of those things that they're doing is all an escape. So when you're not being nice to yourself,
Yeah.
it's an escape from the other pain that you're feeling,
Yeah.
because it does help you. Something else hurts, and so it takes it away from that.
Right.
And when you're
taking
like,
control of the
you're
situation.
unaliving yourself, you're also trying to escape that other pain. So all of it is an escape, and for him to be a different type of escape, I think it's way healthier. And the way that he talks about it is just different. All of the music that has been showed is more like inspirational. if you hear it from, I feel like parents sometimes do that. They hear things from the outside, but they aren't truly listening
They're
to
truly-
what
right,
it's
right,
saying.
yeah.
Right.
What is he saying? What is he portraying to them?
And
And it's
go as
not just
far
about the
as-
beat. It's
it's-
about what's in it.
Yeah, it goes as far as threatening to like
Bro.
unalive his family,
On God.
like death threats and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like, and he said that's not even the tip of the iceberg of what gets sent to him. So, and it was
That's
all over.
crazy.
And it,
That
the media
it's
covered it and
baffling.
said that he is dark, he is depressing, and they all were like, a bunch of people were saying, well, why don't you put out happy songs? Why don't you smile when you're on stage?
Bro.
But he's saying like this stuff it's not stuff
This
you can
is real
smile
life.
about. This is real life.
Right.
This is
It
you're in the
is.
So
trenches.
I felt in this video he was defending himself a
In
lot.
the trenches, bro.
Yeah.
Was he kind of
Oh,
defending, like,
yeah.
trying to
Yeah,
defend
because
himself, like his
there's like
music?
articles
Well, yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff that were coming out against this music and saying it was too dark, it was too depressive, it's
It
bad
is
for the
dark and
kid.
depressive, but they're not listening to
But
it.
it's reality.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
At the end
it's
of the
dark
day.
and depressive when you're in that state, is
Mhm.
the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not what he's.
like if we didn't have any, if I was just someone who didn't have anything, we all have some
Yeah.
thing, right? If someone really didn't
That's
have
a
it, if they listened to this, they would think it's dark.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really not. It is, but it's not.
But it's just real life.
It's real life.
And a lot of people like to live in this whole fantasy white picket fence that everything is okay, it's going to be
Love
okay,
life.
everything is perfect. When in reality, it's not. It's not perfect. Everything's not okay. And I think this is perfect for. He said not everyone's going to like it, but like there
Yeah.
are people who need this music.
Yeah.
No, I agree, and it's the music that
Therapy.
they can most relate.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's the music that they can most relate to. It is their escape. It is their therapy. It's the way that
And
they
it's
are
his
able to
therapy.
cope with it. Yeah.
This is how he's dealing with everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's really important. I'm excited for y'all to keep going and getting more into his music.
Yeah, no, me too. Especially
It's very
for yeah, no, it is. That's what I'm saying. Especially
Your
for like
thoughts?
how deep
Thoughts
it
are
is.
thoughting?
That's our thought.
When she said trenches, it keeps reminding me of what we said earlier today. Like in the trench, it's just completely different. But people are in the trench, but not the trenches that we're talking
And
about
mentally,
today.
they're in the trenches.
They're
There's a
mentally,
war
yeah.
going on in
Exactly,
their head.
in
and
those
it
trenches,
is the
yeah.
trenches, and it's not pretty. War is not something
Yeah.
that's beautiful. It's messy, it's ugly, and you get hurt.
Yeah, and but at the same time, he's
And
offering
sometimes
like
you don't make
a
it out.
different- Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's offering them ways to be able to do because that's how this is how he's doing it. This is how he's getting to the other side, and it's helping him. And he's doing therapy. And he's doing all of the stuff. So for people to come at a person when you don't really know all of the facts is really ignorant, and people to comment that, bro, he's better than you because I would have posted your name. He's
And
better than me.
And I like how you said he's not perfect, and like Christianity
Nobody's
isn't
perfect.
the definition of perfect. Like you're not. He's not perfect. He has all this stuff that he's dealing with too. He's putting it out in the music,
Yeah.
so he's not gonna handle it the most mature. He has a lot of things he needs to do to work
Yeah.
on himself, but like
So
he's
does
real.
everyone else.
I like that
Nobody's
he's real.
perfect.
Yeah, that's what it is. He's
So does
really
everyone
real.
else. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, let us know what you guys thought in the comments because we could really go on like for real life,
Really could.
like forever. We all have our own trenches, but let us know what you guys think in the comments, and don't forget to check out our Instagram and like, comment, subscribe, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.